These aren't my words, but they're my mom's words, and she's always said this just to like reassure me within the Penner family. You're not just adopted. You've been grafted in the same way that when you become a Christian, you're grafted in. Hi, I'm Marline. I was born in Haiti, March 3rd, 1990. So my parents, Jerry and Val, they already had 2 kids, Matthew and Andrew. My mom has always just had that desire of having a little girl. They just started exploring what that would look like, and then they just went down the road of adoption. They flew down to Haiti and picked up me and Abel, and we were just part of that family ever since. It was me and my 3 older brothers. I was the girl of the house, aside from my mom. And I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, I want a little sister. My mom is a fleece woman. And we wrote down on this handkerchief saying, Marline wants a sister, September 1st, 1999. It hit her, and just that desire to just revisit adoption again. And then we finally got the okay of, hey, there's an available girl for you guys to go and pick up. We find her birth date, and you'll never guess that her birth date was September 1st, 1999. We just knew that Bethany needed to be a part of our family. It was about 2003, they got a call, would you be willing to go back to China and adopt Abigail? That would make 2 white, 2 black, and 2 Chinese people. And it's just this beautiful, colorful group of individuals that make up the whole Penner family. September 2008, I had just graduated thinking, I'm 18, life is perfect. And I got into a huge fight with my parents, and that fight was so bad that I actually left home for 18 months. There was just like this need to prove to my parents that I could do it on my own, while I'm trying to prove my parents so wrong on one end. My parents are at home praying for me. I'd gone back home for Easter, and I was sitting in the living room and I was just watching my family kind of just like live their life and just having conversation, laughing, playing games. It kind of hit me where it's like, my family's moving on without me, regardless if I want to like jump on board with them. And it really hurt me, and I think that was in a way like a good conviction from God of just like, what are you doing? It's time to grow up. I think I need to lay down my pride and swallow it. And I called up my parents and said, Mom, Dad, can I come back home? And they said, of course, but you are not missing Sunday church. Pastor Ben picked me up to bring me to church one day, and he brought me to a young adult event, and I see a high school friend of mine, Sharia. By me reconnecting with Sharia, it actually helped me solidify some of the core friendships that I have to this day, and which ended up leading me to meeting Jay at the end of all of it. Jay and I ended up getting married September 14th, 2014, and then in 2018, Whittaker came into our lives. 3 years later, we got pregnant with twins. It was March 2020, we got a text from a friend. He pointed us to Rose Church saying, hey, you guys should check it out. The first service, it was online, so we were watching it in our home. And I was listening to Pastor Mark speak, and it was just like this instant moment of, Marline, this is your church. It was October 10th, 2021. I was ready to get Growth Track all started, and I get a call from my midwife, and she had said, hey, Marline, there is a bed open for you. Let's induce these twins today. And it was just like this moment of like, oh, I guess we're having twins today. And then just kind of like this swarm of Rose Church servant leaders just came around me and Jay and Whittaker, and they just prayed for us. Man alive, like I have my family, but I also have like my church family. It's just so beautiful to have the two. Just seeing where my life had been, thinking I could do things on my own. God was lining people up in my life that I didn't know The steps that God had for me were already laid out, and I just needed to realign myself. God has been moving in Rose Church in ways that I can't even explain, but there's just been tiny moments in the connections that I've been able to make, the community and the friendships that I've got to witness. It's not just people that I get to say hi and goodbye to or just wave. Rose Church is not just a church. It's a family because I feel like I've just been grafted into it. God is moving and I get to be a part of it and get to see it like on a daily basis, and I'm just so thankful for it.